Episode 8 of The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity titled The Meaning of These Feelings, aired on August 24, 2025 at 12:30 am JST on Tokyo MX, B7, and other networks. Adapted from Saku manga by CloverWorks, this episode deepens the series' tender exploration of romance and friendship, building on the emotional resolutions of Episode 7. Centered on Rintaro, Tsumuge, Kaoruko, Agure, and their circle of friends, the episode, likely corresponding to Chapter 17 of the manga, uses the backdrop of the sports festival's baseball finals to weave a heartfelt narrative about trust, reconciliation, and the subtle stirrings of love. The episode begins with the lingering warmth of Episode 7's reconciliations, where Rintaro's openness with his Chidori High friends and his growing bond with Kaoruko and Subaru from Kikayo Girls High bridged initial tensions. Now, the sports festival finals take center stage, with Rintaro leading his class in a heated baseball match. The competition serves as a catalyst for character growth, particularly for Rintaro, whose tough exterior contrasts with his earnest desire for connection. Kaoruko remains his steadfast supporter, her empathy grounding the group, while Subaru's evolving perspective adds nuance to the dynamic. Key moments shine in quieter interactions. A pivotal scene sees Rintaro's friends Saku, Shohei, and Ayato formally meeting Kaoruko and Subaru at a cafe post-game, marking a step toward dismantling the rivalry between their schools. Saku, previously impulsive and brash, takes a redemptive turn by apologizing to Subaru for past misunderstandings, a moment that carries emotional weight and hints at a potential side romance. The episode's atmosphere blends the high energy of the festival with introspective pauses, as Rintaro reflects on his friendships and unspoken feelings for Kaoruko. A subtle exchange between the leads, where Kaoruko's gentle encouragement prompts a rare smile from Rintaro, underscores the episode's title, teasing the question of what these feelings mean. The episode closes on an optimistic note, with the group's newfound unity setting the stage for deeper emotional exploration. CloverWorks continues to elevate The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity with its signature visual finesse. The animation in Episode 8 captures the vibrancy of the baseball finals with dynamic camera work and fluid motion, making the sports sequences engaging without overshadowing the character-driven core. The real strength lies in the character animation. Rintaro's subtle shifts from stoicism to vulnerability, and Kaoruko's warm, expressive gestures are rendered with care. The soft pastel palette, dominated by pinks, blues, and golds, enhances the romantic and nostalgic tone, particularly in the cafe scene, where soft lighting creates an intimate, almost ethereal atmosphere. That said, the animation has minor shortcomings. Backgrounds during the festival, especially crowd shots, occasionally lack the detail seen in earlier episodes, giving a slightly static feel to otherwise lively scenes. This doesn't detract from the emotional impact, but slightly hampers the immersive quality of the setting. The character designs remain a highlight, with CloverWorks' attention to small details like Kaoruko's gentle hand movements or Saku's sheepish grin adding depth to the storytelling. Moki Harada soundtrack complements the visuals beautifully, with delicate piano melodies underscoring emotional beats and upbeat tracks amplifying the festival's energy. The voice acting is stellar. Yoshinori Nakayama's Rintaro balances restraint and warmth, and Noka-na's Kaoruko exudes sincerity, and Kikunosu Toya's Saku delivers a standout performance in his apology scene, capturing regret and hope with nuance. Koki Achiyama's Subaru adds a layer of quiet intensity, enriching the group dynamic. Episode 8, The Meaning of These Feelings, is a beautiful continuation of The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity heartfelt narrative. The episode excels in balancing the excitement of the sports festival with quiet, character-driven moments that deepen the bonds between Rintaro, Kaoruko, and their friends. Saku's redemption and the subtle hints of his connection with Subaru add layers to the story, while Rintaro and Kaoruko's slow-burn romance remains achingly tender, living up to the episode's evocative title. CloverWorks' animation, though occasionally uneven in background detail, shines in its expressive character work and warm aesthetic, making every emotional beat resonate. With 5 episodes remaining in the 13-episode season, the series is well positioned to explore the growing feelings between Rintaro and Kaoruko, as well as the lingering tensions of their school's rivalry. The manga's 18 volumes offer rich material for future adaptations, and CloverWorks' faithful approach suggests a promising trajectory. While not flawless, Episode 8's sincerity, nuanced characters, and emotional depth make it a standout, reinforcing the series as a gem in the 2025 Shoujo landscape. Fans of romance and character-driven stories will find much to love, with the promise of more heartfelt moments to come.